guys pay for this. I have suffered so much because of Max. I can barely sleep at night because of what he did to me. He attacked me and got me pregnant. I even had to go to the hospital to get an abortion. I had such a traumatic experience because of what he did to me.
I'm sorry, but who is this? I think you might have the wrong number.
Actually, I don't have the wrong number at all. You're Mrs. Price, right?
Would you answer my question first? I want to know who you are.
That's so rude of you. I live in the same neighborhood as you and you don't know who I am? It's Naomi. Does that name ring a bell?
Oh, Naomi. You must be Mrs. Smith's daughter, right? You guys live just around the corner from our house.
Yeah, I am. I only just turned 22 years old. How do you feel about what your son did to me? My body went through so much trauma because of him.
Where did you get my contact details from, by the way? I don't remember ever telling you my phone number. In fact, we barely even know each other.
OMG! Just answer my question! Your criminal son damaged me both mentally and physically. I got your phone number from my mom's phone. Why do you even care about how I got your number? We have much more important matters to be discussing right now.
I just wanted to know if my phone number was being leaked by someone. You also need to calm down a little. I find it very hard to believe that my son did anything to you. He's such a wonderful boy. Would you be able to tell me what you're accusing him for?
I was attacked late at night by a man around the same age as me. He grabbed me from behind so that I wasn't able to resist. He pinned me down and did terrible things to me. I'm starting to shake just remembering about it. He traumatized me. I'm never going to be able to forget that night. What are you going to do about it?
I'm sorry that you had to go through a traumatic event like that. It's just that it really doesn't sound like something Max would do. Would you be able to tell me why you thought it was him? Do you have some evidence to back up your claims?
The guy that came out of your house was the one that pinned me down. That's enough evidence to prove my point, right?
Do you have any other evidence? Because I find that a little hard to believe.
OMG! Are you seriously asking me for more evidence? I'm a victim, you know. Do you not believe me or something? I couldn't get any evidence because it happened so suddenly. I was in shock. I also don't want to have to remember that terrible night. Stop asking me to give you more evidence.
I really think it was someone else that did this to you. I'm pretty much 100% sure about it, too. Is there any way you can try to gather some more evidence? I know it's a difficult time for you.
So you're gonna take his side? It was definitely him. Your son is a vile criminal. I can't believe this. You're a woman, too. You should understand how I feel. I just felt so powerless being pinned down by him. I couldn't do anything to resist. I became pregnant because of what he did to me that night. I really wanted to save myself for someone that I actually love.
I know that you're in a lot of pain right now. I just need you to calm down so that you can find out who really did this to you. I really think that you have the wrong person. I really want to help you find out who did this.
I don't need your help. I already know who did this to me. You're being way too protective of him. I just got out of the hospital today to stop my pregnancy. Don't you feel sorry for me at all? Would you please just hurry up and admit that he was the one that did this to me? I don't have the energy to be listening to your excuses like this.
I can't admit to anything without sufficient evidence. So you had the surgery today. How many weeks into the pregnancy were you?
I think it was around 2 months ago when I was attacked by him. So yeah, I think I was 2 months into my pregnancy.
Wait, what? This happened 2 months ago.
There's no point trying to make up an alibi for him. I know that it was definitely him. You need to hurry up and admit that it was him. I want you to take responsibility for what he did to me.
Take responsibility? How do you want me to do that? It wasn't me that committed the crime after all.
I want you guys to pay me for the emotional and physical damage he caused me. I'm suing him. You're his mother, so you can pay the compensation fees in his place. He probably doesn't have the money to pay it himself. That's why I'm asking you.
Oh, I see. So that's why you decided to contact me. How much do you want from me?
I want you to pay me $50,000. You can pay me more if you want to.
There's no way I can pay that kind of money. You're also going to need some evidence to back up your claims if you're planning to sue.
Don't lie to me. I know that you earn a lot of money. You're pretty famous on YouTube, right? $50,000 must be a tiny amount of money for someone like you.
Oh, so you know about my channel. That's great to hear.
Well, duh. Of course I do. Everyone in the neighborhood knows about you. You're a 40-year beauty guru, right? I've even seen some of your videos before.
Thanks so much for watching my videos. I'm glad you enjoyed them.
Don't bother thanking me. I never said I enjoyed your videos. All I need you to do is pay me the money. You do realize that your YouTube career is on the line right now. If word gets out that your son is a criminal, your channel is going to blow up in a bad way. Nobody's gonna watch your videos if bad rumors like this get out.
Well, that would just be false rumors. It would settle down eventually. I still don't think it was him that did this to you. You really should start looking for the real criminal. It's not Max.
You're still saying that? You need to hurry up and accept the reality.
Okay, fine. I'll try asking him about it directly. I just asked him, but he told me he has no idea what this is about.
There's no way an evil criminal is going to admit to his crimes. Are you dumb or something?
He really doesn't seem like a criminal at all, actually. He's so cute and innocent. I'm going to believe what he says. He's my son, after all.
I can't believe that you're siding with the criminal. You absolutely disgust me. You guys owe me $50,000. Is that clear? I want the money ASAP.
I'm sorry, but I'm not going to pay you that kind of money. You don't even have any evidence to back up your claims.
OMG, why are you being so stingy? You're a famous YouTuber. $50,000 should be basically nothing to you. That's it. I'm gonna report this to the police if you don't pay me.
Go ahead. I think that it's a good idea for you to go to the police, actually.
Wait, what? He's going to get arrested for this. Are you sure you want that to happen?
He won't get arrested because he's not guilty. I'm actually confused as to why you haven't gone to the police yet. Isn't that the first thing you should be doing?
Well, that's because I was doing you a favor. I thought it would be bad for your reputation if this kind of news was leaked. That's why I kept quiet about it.
Well, that's very kind of you. However, there's no need to do that for me.
Why do you say that?
If he really did commit a crime like this, I think he deserves to be arrested. There's really no need for you to worry about my reputation.
But, I'm giving you an opportunity to save him. All I'm asking you to do is to pay me some money. I won't go to the police if I get the money.
This isn't the kind of problem that can just be solved with money. You need to go to the police so that they can find out who really did such a horrific thing to you. If it really was my son, I would want him locked up.
Do you want him to get arrested or something? I'm so confused.
If he really is a criminal, then of course I want him arrested. I should go and apologize to your mother as well if what you're saying is really true.
Oh wait, hold on a second.
What's wrong? Did I say something wrong?
It's just that I don't want my mom knowing about any of this.
How come? I think that she should know so that she can support you.
It's because I don't want to make her cry. She's a very emotional person. Would you please just pay me the money already? I want it in cash right now.
I can't just hand you cash directly. Paying a compensation fee isn't that straightforward.
Wait, is that really true?
Well, we're going to have to talk to a lawyer about it, as I don't know too much about this kind of thing. You're also going to need evidence against my son. I really think that you should report this to the police so that they can help find evidence.
I already have my surgery at hospital, so there's no evidence left.
I'm sorry, but I can't pay you the money then. If you can provide me with evidence that he really did this to you, then I promise I'll pay you the $50,000.
That's so great to hear! I'll quickly try to find some evidence. Make sure that you're ready to pay me. Okay? I left some evidence inside your mailbox.
In the mailbox? I thought that you were going to show me the evidence in person.
I didn't want to have to meet the mother of a criminal.
I guess I'll go and check the mailbox then. There's a bunch of questions that I want to ask you about this.
There's no point trying to make up excuses for him. He's guilty and there's evidence to prove it.
Is this pregnancy test the evidence?
Of course it is. Was there even a need for you to ask me that?
Well, it is a positive test. I just don't see how that's evidence.
OMG, just how dumb are you? It's proof that he got me pregnant.
This still doesn't prove that it was my son. Also, there's something wrong with this pregnancy test.
What's wrong about it?
It looks like the line was drawn with a pen or something. The ink is already starting to smudge.
I can't believe you're still trying to protect him. You really need to just accept reality. It's a real positive pregnancy test.
When did you take this test, by the way?
I just took the test earlier today. That's probably why the line is smudging a little.
Wait, what? I thought that you had already gotten your surgery.
Oh, wait, crap! I meant I took the pregnancy test before I got the procedure done.
Ah, I see. It's okay. I totally believe you.
Why are you laughing at me? I'm a victim.
I'm sorry, I wasn't laughing at you. Anyway, this isn't enough evidence to pin this crime on my son. Do you not have a medical report from the hospital or something? I think that would be a good place to start.
Why would I bother getting a medical report? All I want you to do is pay me the $50,000. I gave you evidence like you told me to.
I'm sorry, but a fake pregnancy test is not sufficient evidence.
I can't believe you're making excuse after excuse. Are you sure that you should be looking down on me like this? I'm going to make you regret it.
What are you planning on doing?
I'm going to leak this to the local news agency. They're going to be all over this story.
Don't even bother. How about you give up already? It's so obvious that you're just making this all up. You never even got pregnant in the first place, right?
How dare you accuse me of making this up? I was completely traumatized by this experience.
I know that you're lying. There's no chance that my son could have gotten you pregnant in the first place.
How are you so sure about it?
I'm 100% sure about it because he's currently 5 years old.
Wait, what? 5 years old?
I'm guessing you found out that I was a famous YouTuber and you tried to come after my money by making this story up. You probably should have done a little more research about me, though.
Wait, hold on a minute. I did plenty of research beforehand. You have a much older son as well, right?
Max is my only son.
Then who the hell is that young guy that keeps on coming out of your house?
I'm sorry, but I have no idea who you're talking about.
Stop trying to act like you don't know. I'm talking about the guy with short brown hair.
Oh, I know who you're talking about now. That's my brother's child.
It was him that attacked me. He got me pregnant. He's your relative, right?
Actually, that's definitely not possible.
Why can you be so sure about it again?
It's because that's my niece. She helps me out with my YouTube channel from time to time. I I guess you mistook her for a boy because she has short hair right now. Now, this proves that you weren't attacked by anyone. This was all a story that you just made up, right?
Damn it! You should have just told me from the very start if you knew I was lying. You were just mocking me this entire time, weren't you?
What you tried to do is just unacceptable. If my son really was around the same age as you could have ruined his life. I am not going to let you get away with this. What you tried to do is a crime.
Shut up, you old hag! I don't need you to tell me off. It sucks that I'm not going to be getting the $50,000 from you. I was planning on buying a nice bag from Louis Vuitton with that money.
What a shame. There's actually a reason why I kept our conversation going for this long.
It was so that you could make fun of me, right?
I can't believe that you've done this. This is just unacceptable. I've received screenshots of all the messages from Mrs. Price.
Wait, what? Mom? Is that really you? I thought you were at work right now.
I left work as soon as I heard about what you had done. I really can't believe you were doing this kind of thing while I was busy at work. You should be very ashamed of yourself.
Yeah, okay, whatever. I was just pulling a little prank. There's no need for you to get so angry.
Naomi, what you did was a crime. It's not something that can just be laughed off as a prank.
Like I'm gonna believe that. Please do tell me what kind of crime I committed then.
You created a fake story and tried to make me pay you money. What you did was fraud.
But I didn't receive any money from you.
That doesn't matter. It's still a crime. I have all the evidence on my phone.
You're not going to report me to the police, though, are you? I didn't end up taking any money from you after all. You can forgive me, right? We live in the same neighborhood after all.
You're not even going to apologize. You really are hopeless. Mrs. Price, I'm so sorry about my daughter's actions. What she did was absolutely unacceptable. Please go ahead and report this to the police. She really needs to learn a lesson.
Mom! I'm your daughter! You should be protecting me! What's wrong with you? I can't believe you're taking this woman's side on this.
Naomi, your mother is doing this for your sake. You really need to be punished so that you don't repeat the same mistake in the future. I'm sure she hates that she has to do this to her own daughter.
She's not doing this for my sake at all. I really don't want to have to go to prison. Okay, fine. I'll admit that what I did was very wrong and that it might be classified as a crime. I'm very sorry for what I did, Mrs. Price. Would you please be able to forgive me now? I won't do anything like this again in the future.
Is that really an apology? That is not an acceptable apology.
Stop interrupting me, Mom. This has nothing to do with you. I'm not asking for your forgiveness anyway. I was apologizing to Mrs. Price.
I'm sorry, but I have no intention of forgiving you either. I am going to the police about this.
Why though? Please don't report me to the police. I'm begging you.
I'm going to report you to the police so that you can't try to attempt something like this on someone else. I don't want anyone to become a victim to you in the future. You're going to have to take responsibility for what you tried to do. I completely agree with everything that Mrs. Price is saying. You really need to start realizing that what you did is unacceptable.
OMG! Why is everyone my enemy? What I did wasn't even that bad. You're both making this a bigger problem than it actually is.
You really don't seem to understand what we're trying to say to you. I guess I'll just leave the rest to the police. Maybe they can explain this more clearly to you.
No! Please not the police. I'm really sorry.
It's way too late for apologies now. You've already committed the crime. I'm actually heading to the police station right now. Max is coming with me too. He keeps on saying that he wants to become a policeman in the future. Maybe he can help me report this crime to the police. You did try to frame him after all. This'll be great work experience for him.
What do you think will happen to me once the police find out?
They're probably going to take you in for questioning first. They'll then decide on your punishment based on all the evidence and information that they gather up. You might even have to spend some time in prison. That'll be a great opportunity for you to think about the crime you committed. After I arrived at the police station, I told them everything that Naomi did and handed them all the evidence that I had on my phone. The police went and arrested her so that she could be taken in for questioning. Naomi was found to be guilty. However, she was not sentenced to go to prison. Instead, she was told to do community service for 2 years. Her university was informed about the crime that she committed, and she was expelled right away. Unfortunately for her, she was just half a semester away from graduating as well. She managed to completely ruin her life in the span of a couple of days. Naomi was kicked out of her parents' house as well, and she was forced to move in with her relatives that live in the countryside. I heard that she is currently working very long hours at her relative's farm earning minimum wage. Her future does not look bright at all. I'm really glad that Mrs. Smith was a morally correct person and took my side instead of protecting her daughter. I really do feel sorry for her, though. She seemed very upset when she heard about what her daughter had done. I am going to do my best to raise Max into a morally correct person. I definitely don't want him to grow into an adult like Naomi.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please consider subscribing and pressing the like button. See you next time.